Hello, we are PRINTF. Hello, our group is PRINTF. Today, our group will present about algorithm mini project. So our group do about task manager. It helps you to keep tabs on all the tasks and at hand and prioritize what task is more important than the others. Why we should do this? Because people need a way to manage their work efficiently. The first reason, university students are assigned a lot of work, so there should be a way to help them to manage the work. Second reason, this algorithm can also be used by people other than university students. Third reason, the knowledge of sorting and data structure can be applied to this program very easily. The topic on algorithm subject is linked list. The structure of a linked list make it really easy to create a list of a task. Second, hash table. A hash table can be used to store linked lists or order to separate each list into days. Third, sorting. Tasks in the linked list will be sorted to prioritize what task is more urgent. Next is our flowchart. The first we start with to define class node and define class linked list. And then we create a 7 element, then go into for loop for 7 times to replace the element with a linked list. Then next we go to input starting day, and then we create new day with create day function, and then we go into while loop. If it is true, we will print the option for the user. Then we input the choice. Then if the choice equal to 1, if it is true, we input date and input task, and then add task or table date and task. If it is not true, we go to choice 2. If it's equal to 2, if it's true, we input the task and delete task, table or task. If it is not true, we go to choice equal to 3. If it is true, we get the sort table. If it is not true, we go to choice equal to 4. If it is true, we print the table. If it is not true, we go to choice equal to 5. If it is true, we break and end the program. If it is not true, we repeat the while loop.
So next I'm going to talk about the important functions in this algorithm. The first is the class called node. It is a placeholder for our data, and it is the building blocks of a linked list. As you can see in the picture, there are 3 attributes for our node class. The first one is self.data, which is the date of the task that will be assigned. And the second one is the self.task, which is the name of the task. And the last one is self.next, which is the placeholder for the next node in the linked list. The second class we're going to talk about is the linked list. It is a chain of nodes which is used to store data like an array. As you can see, there's only one attribute for this class, which is the self.head. Self.head is used to identify the first node of the linked list. Now the first function we're going to talk about is the print task function. This is a method in the linked list class, and it takes no arguments. The function will print all data and tasks available in a linked list. It does this by setting the temp to the first node, which is self.head, and then looping through the linked list and printing its data and task by concatenating the string. After printing, it will go to the next node. The second function is the append. Append takes 2 arguments, which is the data and the task. It adds a new node at the end of the linked list. It does this by assigning the node first and then checking for the head. If there is no head, then it will end the function. If there is a head, then it will loop through the linked list until it finds the last node, and then set the next attribute of the last node to the new node. Third one is the delete node function. it takes only one argument, which is the key. The key is used to identify which node is going to be deleted if the key matches the node in the linked list. Next, we have the merge sort. It is kind of similar to the merge sort of an array, but this one is used with an linked list. It takes only one argument, which is the head of the linked list, and this function will be dividing the linked list until there's only one node left, because this function works recursively. As you can see, it checks for the head first. If there is no head, then it will return the head. Next, it sets the middle. It finds the middle by using the getMiddle function, which I will explain in the next slide. And then it sets the node next to the middle to middle.next. And then it cuts out the right part of the node of the linked list. And then it sets the left to the merge sort function again, which will divide the node until there's only one node left. And it does the same for the right node. At the end, it will return a sorted list with the function sorted merge, which I will explain in the next slide too. So the sorted merge uses two arguments, which is the left and right partition of a linked list or a node in some case. So this is the base case, which is there's no more node to compare, so it will return right and left directly. But if there are nodes to compare, it will compare the data of the node and returns the one which has lower value. And it does this recursively too until we get a full linked list back in the end.
So the next one is getMiddle function. So this function is used to find the middle node of a linked list. As you can see from the code, so the first step is to define a function getMiddle, and we use if to find the head of a linked list, and then we define two variables, slow and fast, and then we use the while loop to find the middle node of a linked list. So the slow variable will start at the beginning, and the fast variable will start next to the slow. And when the fast move twice, the slow will move once, and it will repeat until there is nothing left. And the next one is add task function. So this function is used to find the right slot to add a task to the table, and we use hash function. So we created a variable called an index and set the index equal to date modulus 7. The reason why we have to use date modulus 7 is to find a day in a week. So in this table, if the answer of the date modulus 7 is equal to 1, so the day is going to be Tuesday. And if the date modulus 7 is equal to 2, the day is going to be Wednesday. Okay. And the next one is delete task function. So this function is used to find the right task in the table and delete. So first step, we have to define a function delete task, and we make a for loop for linked list, and then we'll use the loop to find the node that we want to delete and delete it. So this function is printable function. The printable function is used to print of data and tasks in a table on the corresponding days of week. So first we have to define printable function, and we have to create a for loop and let I be a number of days in a week, and we have to print the task due on and the number of days, and then we use the PRINTF function that my friend said earlier, sort table function. This function is used to sort of tasks on all days in a table in ascendingly. So as you can see in the code, so we have to use a for loop and let I be a number of days in a week, and we have to find the starting point, and it can be defined as a table.head find index function. The find index function is used to find the starting day in the array of days. As you can see in the code, first step we have to create an array of days in a week, and then we define the find index function and created our index variable and set it to be 0, and then we use a for loop to find the starting day. And the last one is create days function. So this function is used to create a new array of days with start day as the first element of the arrays.
So now, after we know how the code works and how many functions we have, we should see like what is the result of our program. So yes, this is the interface that you will see after you open our program, but I think it will be easier if I show you the real code. So here is the place that where we create our class node, our class linklets, and all of the functions that we have already presented to you. And this is the main code for our user. So the first thing you will see is what day is it on the first day of this month. As you know that every month, every year has the different first day. Yeah, like for example, this month we have our first day is on Tuesday. So let's say Tuesday. This is to let the code know, let the code know that what is the day one is, which is Tuesday. Yep. And right now, uh, we just have 5 options to choose. First is to add tasks. Second is delete tasks, sort out tasks, show all tasks, and exit program. So yeah, we should add some tasks by pressing one and press enter. Now we have to enter date. For example, today, 23rd, and I will say it is an algorithm. So after we enter this, it says task added, and now the code will know that the task is already added. So how to know? We can just type 4 to show all tasks that we have in this month. As you can see here, we have algorithm on 23rd, which is on Wednesday, and it is on Wednesday. It is correct. Maybe we just try the second options, which is the delete task. And just type the name of the task, and it should be deleted. Right. As right in the Wednesday, the algorithm task is gone now. So the delete task is fine. It is working. So maybe let me take some time to add tasks, like about 6 tasks. Okay, so right now I already added plenty of tasks now, and you can see that the task is on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday. And you can see in the Wednesday we have like 9, 23rd, and 16th, but it is not sorted. Like it is 9 and then 23rd and then 16. It should be like 9, 16, and 23rd, right? So we can just use this third option, which is sort all task. And right now it is on our sort. So let's display it by press 4. Okay, so right now you can see that it is 9, 16, and 23rd, which is already sorted. So this function is also working. And yeah, maybe you just wonder what if I just press 5? 5 is not in this option, right? So let's try it. 5. It will say that please type your command here. The command is unknown, so please try again. So right now we should just uh, press it again, press the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 0 again. So it will be working again. Let's 4, right? Yeah. So now yes, the code is already, the result is finished. So the next thing is how could we improve this algorithm? First is we implement the code to be able to use multiple hash tables. The second one is upgrade the algorithm to be able to track the whole year. Right now, our code can only use on 1 month, only 1 month, and we also have to set the first day of the month. But we can just upgrade it to be like the phone calendar that uh, the all of the date, all of the year, all the month is already there, and we just put the task inside the calendar. That would be great, right? And the next one is we can upgrade the user interface of the algorithm to be more user friendly. Right now, we just coding on Colab, and it is quite slow to run the code, and it is not user friendly because we have to like press 1, 2, 3, 4 and 0, which is kind of boring. It is hard to use. So maybe we can just like made interface that like a big button and can press it, can see the result immediately, or yeah, maybe anything that can be user friendly. And yeah, that's it for our presentation. Thank you for listening. Bye.